Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Amanda Mejia, and I will be informing you all on something that myself and many others struggle with, procrastination. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and you say, nah, I'll wait another day. That day turns into a week, and all of a sudden your deadline is 24 hours and counting down. If this sounds familiar, then you probably are a procrastinator. I know I am, and most of us are in some way or another. It is a problem that is addicting, and a habit that is hard to break. Procrastination is something we all have to address in our own lives to better self-regulate ourselves for achieving success. I will be talking to you about 3 reasons for procrastination: fear of failing, the use of technology, and excuses, and give you some ways you can overcome it and become a more positive person. So let's first define procrastination. Basically, it means you put off something when you really should be doing it right now. Why? Because it usually is a trade-off to do something more desirable than actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. A 2007 meta-analysis by University of Calgary psychologist Peter Steele, PhD, reports that 80% to 95% of college students procrastinate. So in a group of 10, that is 8 to basically 9.5 people. That's a pretty overwhelming number, isn't it? Why are so many college students procrastinating? Well, he goes on to explain that it normally has to do with delaying your coursework. Oh, I'm not going to do good on that test anyway, so I'm just going to push it off. Or, why would I try so hard on something when I'm just going to fail at it? Often enough, disappointing ourselves is easier than trying really hard and giving all of our effort to be disappointed by failure. Or perhaps you are a perfectionist. Your family has high expectations that you just can't live up to. So your procrastination sends the message to your family like, lower your standards, and really keeps you from really failing. A big component to procrastination now versus 50 years ago is the enormous technology that we have. Almost everyone uses it on a daily basis, either for school, work, or web browsing. My favorite, online shopping, allows us to fall easily into procrastination. After all, everything is just a click away. So a big exam is coming up. Instead of getting your books out and studying and working really hard to try to, do your best, you decide, I'm just going to put it off because I'm distracted with Facebook and Instagram and web browsing. All you're really doing is distracting yourself from facing your anxiety to complete your coursework. Many students get anxious about their coursework, usually due to self-doubt. As a student, you worry about performing inadequately, that you're not smart enough, and you don't understand the coursework. When really, if you just take initiative to plan in advance and work on your assignments ahead of time, you will have more time to be able to ask the teachers if you have questions and get a better understanding on how to really improve, and then your academic experience can greatly improve from it. Since the new year is coming, most of us will make a New Year's resolution, and we're always really excited about our New Year's resolutions. Last year, mine was to get fit, and in the beginning, it's such a high priority, and you're really motivated, and then the weeks go by, and you start making excuses, and all of a sudden, after a long day at work, your couch, a good TV show seems a lot more appealing than going to the gym. This is the same type of excuse that goes along with coursework. For one reason or another, you decide to put it off, and then all of a sudden your deadline is approaching, you find yourself cramming everything into one day or an overnight session, and all of a sudden your printer's not working, your computer is freezing up, and it's 10:30 at night and you're trying to find 5 people to fit in your living room for a speech class, and you just have all this high anxiety and you're not knowing what to do to get yourself out of this mess you created. Oh wait, that was me a couple weeks ago, but I'm sure you all can relate. So why don't we start right here and right now and make a promise to ourselves to not cut our capabilities short? We can achieve all this stuff. We don't need all this self-doubt. We just need to work hard to grow and learn better ways to self-manage our time in school and life so we can have a successful future achieving our goals. Firstly, get organized. Know your deadline and make your own deadlines before your actually homework is due. Start your day by working on the real things you have to get done. Put all the leisurely activities, aside. Put them at the bottom of the list. Keep your high priorities right on top. If you come to a point in your assignment and you're just struggling and you're not getting there, take time to step away. That's okay. Ask your teacher for a question. You have plenty of time to learn, and you're not cramming everything in one night. Versus just avoiding and creating higher anxiety and self-doubt in the end by not doing that. Secondly, Mind Tools, an article on overcoming procrastination, suggests peer pressure. Ask someone to pressure you to work on your assignments, or create studying days in the library. Get together with a group of people and, really make them, pressure you to work hard. So then if you do miss a day, you have someone holding you accountable to your duties. This can really motivate a person to get a job done. Thirdly, rewards and consequences. Reward yourself when you achieve something, like getting an assignment done or studying long before a final is due. That goes the same with consequences. If you find yourself procrastinating, recognize it and remind yourself of the consequences of that action. Poor grades, self-doubt, anxiety, a lack of motivation to strive for your goals and better grades. These are a few reasons why procrastination happens, and a few ways to kick that habit. So the next time you find yourself procrastinating, just remember that procrastination is only hurting you and your goals for the future. Recognize it, take action to overcome it. And by doing this will make you a more successful person with a brighter future ahead of you. Thank you. My audience.
My hand was cramping so bad.